Good evening, everyone. The new Time Travel Hymen 88. I'm back with another Doctor Who DVD review. Tonight, we're going to look at Doctor Who, The Androids Invasion. This is a great story. I really love it. Yep. This four-part adventure was originally transmitted on November 22nd through December 13th, 1975. Yep. And this is John Levine's last story as Sergeant Benton. Now, here's the plot. The plot begins: a unit soldier walks as if a transporter would, his right arm twitching spasmodically. Nearby, the TARDIS materialized and the Doctor and Sarah stepped out. The Doctor explains that the coordinates were set for Sarah's time, but the liner coordinates were off, so they could be miles from London. In any case, Sarah is glad to be back on Earth. The Doctor detects an odd reading of the energy or radiation nearby. The Doctor and Sarah meet a group of 4 men in white suit and opaque helmets. When the Doctor asks them for direction, they start shooting them with their index fingers. The Doctor and Sarah duck and run with the 4 in pursuit. Sarah slips down a hillside and clings to a cliff. The Doctor helps her. At that point, they see the soldier jerkingly making his way towards the cliff. The Doctor shouts at him, but it's too late. He falls off and to his death. The Doctor search the body and find a wallet full of shiny, freshly mint coins, all dated the same year. They also spotted a casket-shaped pod nearby, which the Doctor finds familiar before he can identify it further. Shots ring out. The white suit men have found them again. They run once more through the countryside, avoiding their pursuit. Reaching the village, Sarah recognized Devonsham, which lies about miles from the space-defined station. The village, however, is deadly quiet. It seems unpopular. The Doctor decides to try the local pub. The Fleur de la. It's like a French restaurant. French pub. The Doctor finds the same freshly mint coins in the register. Sarah spots the white suit coming down the street, accompanied by the dead soldier. A Ford Transit pickup truck arrives, carrying what seemed to be the village in all trace-like state. They're helped off the vehicle with a white suit disturb themselves by the village. Mr. Morgan, the landlord of the pub, enters along with several other peoples. Sarah and the Doctor hides in the store. The villagers take their seats silently, waiting motionlessly until the clock strikes 8. When it suddenly comes to light, acting normally, the Doctor attempts to get to the space-defined station and contact unit. He leads and tells Sarah to meet him at the TARDIS. If anything goes wrong, however, a dead soldier finds her in the store room and questions her. Morgan suggests that Sarah might be the part of the test. When Sarah asks what test, he tells Sarah that she should go. Outside, Sarah hides behind the lorry, observing one of the white suit turn around behind her opaque. The visual is nothing but a slab of plastic of electronic. Sarah runs into the woods, reaching the TARDIS. She spots a similar pod just next to the time machine, and it goes to examine it. Leaving the TARDIS in the key lock, suddenly the TARDIS dematerialized without her. As Sarah trying to understand why her hand reached out from the pod, just startled. Sarah sees a lying man inside. At the defense station, the doctor asks a soldier on guard with a commanding officer, but the soldier is just there ahead unresponsibly. Inside is senior defense astronaut Guy Crayford. It's addressed by a disembodied voice named Stigron. Stigron? Yeah, Stigron. Tells him that the random unit with them complex and ordered him to check. The doctor enters the office marked with Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart's name, but it's empty. Crayford enters and points the gun at him. The doctor introduced him as unit's scientific advisor. Crayford has heard of him, but as the brigadier is in Geneva and Colonel Friday is in command, there's no one to confirm the doctor's identity. He could be an imposter. Before Crayford can have the doctor taken to detention, the doctor flipped the decks over and run. However, despite outside, he is recaptured, and Sarah sees this and sneaks into the building, going to the doctor's cell and lock the door, unaware from the behind the stone alien is observing them. Stigron contacts Crayford again, complaining about the second random. Crayford identified this random as the doctor and Sarah. At the moment, the alarm sound indicates the doctor's escape. The doctor tells Sarah Crayford. She replies with a possible D-space while testing the XK5 space radar, which vanished and presumed destroyed. The doctor and Sarah venture off to find Sergeant Benton standing in the reception area with pointed a pistol at them. Stigron wants the doctor captured alive. Crawford canceled the kill order. Benton becomes dizzy and giving the doctor and Sarah the chance to run away. Crawford ordered Harry Sullivan to cordon off the perimeter road. The two decide to return to London and warn London he's being purged by a tracker dog. Sarah twists her ankle as running through the woods and slows her down. The doctor hides Sarah into the tree, taking a scar to draw the dogs away. He tells them to hide the stream of dogs to lose his trail. Unfortunately, the soldiers turn back. They spot Sarah and capture her. Stigron tells Crayford to locate, but decedes the doctor has no plans. Meanwhile, in an alien-looking room, Sarah is strapped down on the table. Harry tells her it is no use to struggle. Under Stigron's orders, commence the scans in the village. The doctor finds the telephone not working. He meets Morgan and tells him the lines are down at the gala. Stigron speaks in another kind, Chidaki, who feels that the time of experiments are all over. In the pub, the doctor finds more unused dart for a plastic horse brass on the wall and a tear-off calendar with only one date page, Friday, July 6th. The doctor, as Sarah tells the doctor she's captured. When she points the gun and tells him, "Get back, doctor," and he says, "You're not Sarah Jane." The doctor pushed Sarah down over there. He finds out that that is not Sarah Jane. It wasn't a scarf. Her face popped with a revealing underneath the electronic circuit. The doctor will be destroyed in a matter dissolving Bob. The real Sarah is being kept alive so Stigron can test the virus as he attempts to cleanse the earth all the while. While Sarah is feeling unconsciousness, as Sarah runs away and sees Sarah and the robotic doctor. Whoa. Meanwhile, the android doctor comes in there and pulls a gun and tells him, "Get back." The real doctor told him that, so it must be the way to settle this. They didn't realize that the two doctors inside. As meanwhile, the real Sergeant Benton and Harry Sullivan was in the closet, knocked unconscious. As Sarah rings beneath the cell to set the fire to alert the android guards, he steps into the puddle of water and is electrocuted. When Sarah applies the power cable, she makes the way to the doctor to turn off the scan. She disoriented the Time Lord out of the base, head for Craft's rocket before it takes off. The rocket is launched, the G-force starts to crush. Sarah blacks out but is awakened by the doctor and tells her that nothing more dangerous hide for the pool. Hides. Nothing is more dangerous ride around. Before the rocket lands, the pilot will be ejected. The doctor and Sarah will, two of them, to Earth to warn the real deficit station, although he cannot guarantee will survive the trip down. The doctor fights his other self, but when it's all over, the android doctor stops. At the end, as Sarah rides to the feet to start firing the pistol at the doctor retreating from form, tells Doctor that is a foolish experiment. The doctor could undo the plan. Stigron dismissed both the village. Well, at the end, the doctor tells Sarah tells the doctor, I'm getting a taxi and I'm going home. Interesting story. Alright, let's take a look on the DVD features. Here's the still pictures from the story. On the commentaries, we have commentary by actor Michael Milton John and Martin's friend, producer Philip Hinchcliffe, and production assistant Mary McDougall. The Village That Come to Life, Life After Who, Photo Gallery, PDF material, and a Weetabix commercial. It's a cereal commercial. Here's the still pictures. Now, judging by this is a same cover that almost looks like identical to the VHS release. Yeah. Anyway, well, that's all we have the time for today. And if you guys out there have a let me rephrase that. If you have any requested Doctor Who DVDs you want me to do so and drop a comment on my channel, and I'm happy to take any requested Doctor Who that you want me to do on my next review. Till we meet again, this is the new Time Travel Jaime 88 saying so long.